Well, the other big story today, police departments miles apart, feeling the same pain this noon. Officers in Henry and Jackson counties are being consoled after losing colleagues who fought for days to stay alive after being shot in the line of duty. Our Tori Cooper live in Henry County right now, where the manhunt to find one officer's suspected killer continues. Such a sad story, Tori. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Karen. Yeah, the police chief just wrapped up a press conference where he addressed the community right here in front of Officer Desai's patrol car. Take a look. It's been parked here since last night, and there has just been an overwhelming amount of people showing up here, leaving flowers, paying their respects, leaving prayers. But we're also now getting a closer look into who Officer Desai was as a person. The police chief described him as being a very selfless person, someone who absolutely loved his job, and someone who treated everyone with the same level of respect. He says whether or not he was arresting you or if you were a friend of his, he treated everyone with the same level of dignity. He says obviously this is a heartbreaking loss for their department, but they will move forward. It's been a difficult week for the men and women who wear the badge.
It's very sad when our officers are working on the line and they pass away.
But Patel says the loss of Henry County police officer Parama Hassan Desai is also sending shockwaves through the Indian American community.
Especially the Indian community, because he was a great officer, worked hard.
Officer Desai spent the last 17 years serving and protecting. But last Thursday, police say he was shot by 22-year-old Jordan Jackson while responding to a domestic dispute call along Keys Ferry Road in McDonough. While the manhunt continues for Jackson, Officer Desai died last night in the hospital while his wife and two small children were by his side, even giving back in his final moments.
He donated his organs as well, so he served to the very last minute.
Further south, the Jackson County Sheriff's Office is also now mourning the loss of Deputy Lena Marshall, who was shot and killed by a woman at this house while police were responding to a domestic call. Another deputy returned fire, shooting and killing the suspect. The Wounded Blue organization now huddling around both officers.
We definitely lost two upstanding heroes here in Jackson and Henry County.
Now, there is certainly all hands on deck. The GBI is leading this investigation, but they also have support from the U.S. Marshal's Office as well as the Henry County Sheriff's Department. They say they are finally starting to get flooding calls from the community members with tips, and they're confident that they will be able to track down Jordan Jackson. Now, they have also updated the reward to $60,000. Now, that's an increase by $30,000. There's a reward now out for any information that will lead to an arrest of Jordan Jackson, and they will be releasing new body camera footage as well as another picture of Jordan Jackson from the night that he fled the scene so that everyone in the community is aware of who they are looking for. Of course, we'll have more of that information in our later newscast. Make sure you follow along with us on all of our social media platforms. Reporting live from Henry County, I'm Tori Cooper, CBS 46 News. Folks,